Good morning, everyone. George Packard, Family Lawn and Landscape, along with my cohort in crime.
Good morning, everybody.
Ron. We are coming to this property because we have to do a clean out, and Ron and I are going to do it because everyone else is busy mowing. And that's okay, we'll do that, but we really hate this bitch.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should have said that.
That might have to be edited, I'm not quite for sure, but we'll see how it turns out.
Okay, well.
Because I don't especially care for it either, but
I know.
You have to do work for some people you just can't get along with, and when it's all cut and dried, we'll carry on with this video as the day goes on, but we'll let you know how things went later.
Yep, okay. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Alright. Well, we're trying to get in this property right now. Be careful, Ron. Do not hit the mailbox.
Don't worry, I won't. What the? Oh, real funny, George.
Do you like that, Ron?
I like that, George. Real funny. Realize how close I am to a cardiac?
I know. I'm trying to help you along. I'm the deliverer. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to deliver them. Hi, Ron. What do you got there?
I just want to show everybody here. We do a lot of trimming of bougainvilleas down here. And normally, if you don't have the right pair of gloves, I mean, you come out of there looking like you got in a fight with a cat. But we found, well, actually, George found these gloves on the internet. They're made by Black & Decker, and they're actually called a rose pruning glove. They're like 30, 35 bucks a pair, but I'm telling you what, they're worth every single penny.
Yeah, slide one of them on. Show them how those things come up.
See, they come up almost to my elbow, but if you got short arms, they'll probably come above.
Yep, I'd go right up to my shoulder.
Yeah. George can almost cover his neck with them.
Doctor?
Doctor? Okay, let's do some surgery.
Yeah, there we go. All right, to the back we go.
To the back we go. Wow.
Hey, it got bigger since we were here, didn't it?
I think it did. It grew a lot more in the last week.
All right, so the idea is what, Ron?
Well, the idea is obviously you can see a couple of bougainvilleas there, but she wants everything trimmed back about 10 feet to where the bougainvilleas will bloom again. It's just that there's been not having. It's had very poor care, and once we get all this other stuff cleared out of here, then hopefully the bougainvilleas will fill themselves back in, and it should look a lot nicer, but it's going to look a lot worse before it gets better. So.
All right. Okay, we better get to work because they're paying us a lot of money to stand here.
Yes, they are. They're getting a lot of money to stand.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about me with all of my friends, man. You don't realize this. I have a lot of friends. I have way many friends. Hey, man. Hey, man. I got a lot of friends over here, man.
You got a lot of friends over there.
I got a lot of friends here, man. You don't realize how many friends I got, man. I got a lot of friends, man. When you gonna get some of that trimmed out of them bushes?
Oh, God.
That is important.
It is important.
Well, I reckon. Right back in there and get some of this bigger stuff out. Well, you know, I got this back. Oh, yeah.
Power saw, I guess. That's why I grabbed it. Right.
That's not a bad view. I guess you guys can see, huh? Somewhat. Well, we could turn it more like that. Perhaps. What are you doing, Ron?
Well, I'm putting the jacket on because, like I said, gloves don't quite cover all of my arms.
See how big my hands are? If the glove do not fit, you cannot convict. Work for OJ, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't even know who OJ is.
You think so?
And we're not talking about orange juice.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably people who don't know. Talk about an icon who had everything. We will deal with that in a while. But for now, we better get to work. We've already been here an hour and haven't done anything.
Yes, we haven't got nothing done. But you know what? We've talked about working quite a bit today.
We have. I can get the gloves on.
Normally that takes us quite a while because,
Coffee. Speaking of which.
Speaking of which, we better have a cup of coffee.
Right
We'll be back.
Yep, let's get some coffee.
There.
Working is not everything it's cracked up to be.
That's right. If you don't believe him, ask him.
Hold on.
It's way overrated, I'll tell you that.
Way overrated. We could be guys that stare at shit if we stood here long enough.
One time my dad told me, he says, you know what, Ron, he says, hard work will never hurt anybody. But you know what? I didn't want to take that kind of chance.
Right. No sense risking it.
That's right.
Hey, Ron. Now, everybody knows that I've quit smoking here for like 4 months now, or 3-4 months, something like that. Went to these E-Cig things. Ron, what do you have?
I have an E-Cig.
Look at that.
1 week today without a cigarette.
A week today.
A week today.
Good for you, Ron. Good for you. Doesn't that feel better?
It does feel better. And people might think, people that's never smoked or whatever, but people might think this is harmful also, which I'm sure, give them a couple of years, they'll be killing everybody. But you know what? I can definitely feel the difference. Even though, like I said, it's only been a week. I already got rid of the cough. Not as winded.
A little more energy.
More energy.
Yep.
I can do that ting more.
That ting more.
Longer.
Do that ting.
More often.
Well, you know what ting he's talking about, I'm sure. But the point is that going to these things save a lot. Look at the money.
Yep.
Just the money that they save. I had to tell you what my doctor told me. I went in there and I asked him about these before I got on them. And I said, what's your take on the e-cigarette? And he said, George, if it'll get you off the cigarettes, do it. And I said, well, I heard there's bad things about them. He said, well, of course you hear that. He said, and you're going to. But I forget what number he used, 300 or 400 chemicals or something. He says, but I don't care how many chemicals are in this. He said, I doubt very highly that it's going to be as bad for you as those cigarettes who have like 300 or 400, and I don't know the exact number, but all those chemicals, and every one of them are bad for you. So he said, by all means, grab it, use it to get off cigarettes, and that's what we're doing, right, Ron?
That's exactly right.
But for now,
We got it.
we're getting paid by the hour, so we better stare at shit.
Well, a little white right there, that must be surrendering.
How long? Surrendering. I don't know if you guys can see what he's talking about there. Somebody's got a little white rag. Surrendering. Right?
Somebody's hiding in there.
Somebody's hiding in there. Ain't that thing supposed to be poisonous, or is that something different? That's different.
That's something different.
Okay. All right. Well, it's time for lunch, yeah?
Yep. Well, we'll be back. We gotta go have lunch.
Yep, we'll be back in a minute, guys. We gotta go. I gotta save on some battery here.
Yes. Oh, what's going on?
Oh my God, they're freaking out about this fucking sod still. Now they're saying, okay, they're calling it. They only saw 3 pallets there. You say you put charges for 1,600. We're freaking out.
Bad news. Okay, well, we're
Finally.
back. Finally. That was a good sandwich.
Yeah, We're about an hour and a half into this job.
We are about an hour and a half into it.
And as you see, it's. We heard a thing the other day about how somebody can go in there and leave, and you'd never even know they was there.
Yeah.
Well, now we know how we can do it.
Right there.
Right here.
Right there.
Obviously, you didn't do it.
I have trouble putting that on there. Hold on. Just drank
Hold on
quite
here.
a bit last night. Wait, there it is. Yep. What the hell is my... Wow, my arms are so huge.
And he's got it in there upside down. So
Once again, drank too much last night. Had a few beers last night. That's right, yeah? No. Well, it's... Oh.
you know, if it doesn't work the wrong way, let's try it the right way.
Ta-da! We got to get to work. Like Ron said, we've been here an hour and a half. Where are you gonna happen at? We need to find some shade.
Yeah. And it's cloudy today.
It is. We better be going. The homeowner will be home for lunch.
Yeah.